guys, welcome. This is our daily reading for September 19th, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, and praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing, so see what feels right for you. It could be a nugget that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions that are based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved in the situation and so on. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. Remember, how you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you in the end. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for the wave, crashing into the wave, riding that wave, or ignoring the wave? It's always your choice in the end. Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Life Purpose Oracle cards. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for Monday, September 19th, 2016 for the highest, greatest good of all. Let's get one card for focus, clarity, and understanding into the base energy of the day for us. One card for the highest, greatest good of all. Energy healing. So your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life's purpose. I just see her like chakras all aligned. I feel that like they're spinning though. When I look at this card, I see wind. And I feel like the wind is being caused by our alignment in our chakras. So our root chakra way up to our head. And I feel like, all right, the image I have is like they're spinning like this, like almost like a fan. So you have like each chakra has like a fan, but when this energy moves out, it expands and it grows. And then I see this energy almost like fanning out. I hope you can imagine what I'm trying to describe here. As like these big, beautiful, energetic waves that are coming all around us, and they're all a different color depending on the chakra. So it's like these energetic waves of color and vibration and frequency all mingling together in like this beautiful, perfect rainbow that is your energetic makeup. And each person's like patterning is different. And I see when these patterns, when these colors, when this field of energy is moving and circulating around us, it's almost like wind. It's almost like energy moving, and I see it as like a protective like aura, a protective like igloo of energy around us of love. Basically, it's like love, all these levels and energetic frequencies of love working together to get your body moving and your stuff circulating. And then that love is like this field of energy that when you move just sort of like affects everything. It continues to move outward. It affects people that you walk by. It affects like thoughts and things that you think about. So I feel like there is a lot of healing in this. It starts with you feeling aligned, perhaps getting grounded, maybe listening to some classical music, doing some meditation, some prayer. But I feel like there's something happening today where it's all connecting somehow. Something's circulating, something's starting to move, something's starting to like move out. I feel like it's like moving out toxins, right? And like grabbing this beautiful healing energy that's part of you and then working that way back inside. And it's just like this. All right, I hope that made sense. I feel like I just went on a very strange tangent trying to explain what I see in my head, and I don't know if that made much sense. So let's move on to the Thelema Tarot, and let's get some more clarity on energy healing. It could just be like actual Reiki healing, like Oh, there's so many different types of energy healing. I feel like it could involve crystals, music, light therapy, even maybe like past life regression in some cases, like really deep rooted things that have happened to us that are coming up to the surface and we're healing from. Perhaps even situations that have been bottled up from our childhood, and things that we didn't even know were like causing these blockages in our system. So I feel like, all right, this is a lot in this card. I feel like if things come to the surface that makes you feel weird, you think about patterns in your life, or maybe you're remembering something that happened you totally forgot about, and it's making you feel weird, and those awkward feelings, whether they're like regret, guilt, anger, resentment, you know, anything like that comes to the surface. It's coming to the surface to release that blockage in our system, that blockage in our energy. So when it comes and you're recognizing that feeling, it's now no longer blocking us. So now it's an opportunity to have that energy flowing through us and to create harmony and actual healing in our body. When we have something from the past that was a big issue, or a trauma, anything from our past that didn't heal, we pushed it away, it was under the surface, you know, I mean, if something happens to you as a child, it's natural for us to repress it away so we can continue our survival and get through that. But then sometimes things pop up in our adulthood that we didn't remember. We don't remember it happening, and now it's coming to the surface as a chance to heal that situation. So recognize those feelings, recognize that situation if it comes up, recognize what it is that made you feel like that, and then forgive yourself for everything, because we're all human. We're all here to experience it. Once it comes to the surface and we can see what it is, we now have the opportunity to change it and to change that negative vibration into something positive, something healing, something beautiful, something that gets that energy circulating and flowing and healing and moving. So maybe there's something that happened in the past coming up to the surface now so it can be healed. Maybe it's something that in the future you can help somebody else. Maybe it's just healing your own energetic field first, that just naturally will heal others too. It always starts with us. So that was a long tangent on one card. I hope what I said made sense. I'm not quite sure what I said now. So let's get another card for clarity from the THEREMIN Tarot. The Sun. Oh, that just gave me chills. All right, so this is beautiful. This is it's number 19. Yay, that's awesome. So we just got the Sun, which is number 19 for the 19th of September. So this is, I think, one of the prettiest sun cards I've ever seen. I didn't even notice that the sun in this card is a beautiful rose until after I looked at it a few times. Look. You see it? My nails are not done, by the way. Don't look at those. So it's like this beautiful, sweet, like peach, honey, pink, yellow rose. It has like all of the colors. It's like peach and beautiful pink inside, and it bursts into this yellow rose in the outside. So it's almost like the essence. If you can see this rose through like the UV filter of a bird or a bee and see how it looks different. I don't know why I got that. Like it was like glowing. And if you can see this energy, it looks like, to me, I always see Harry Potter cards. They always move to me. So I'm trying to explain this to you guys. So I feel like this is energy, but since it's a rose here, it's also essence. It's also smell. It's also like the essence of the energy of the rose. I also see something unfolding, and just this beautiful essence, this smell, this energy, just almost like I was trying to explain with the aura. So the sun is opportunity. The sun comes out, so you grab opportunity. It allows you to be your true, authentic, beautiful self, the beautiful child of God you are. This is you being yourself, who you were meant to be, who you're supposed to be, understanding what makes you feel good, what makes you happy. It's your own beautiful reflection in yourself, in others, in your relationships, and reflection out into the world. It's like taking anything that you were unsure of. Even the sun upside down is a beautiful card because it gives you the opportunity to restart something, to be your authentic self. I feel like there's always sometimes I see like a child and an adult in this card. So you see yourself as an adult and yourself as a child. In this card, I feel like it's a couple or brother and sister, perhaps like a husband and wife, but I feel like it's almost like them when they were children, perhaps just, I see like this, maybe they were kids together and they knew each other, but I almost see like this is the person you're supposed to be with. This is the perfect mirror of you, whoever this is today, that perhaps I feel like that I hear agreement. So perhaps there was like a telepathic agreement between souls. Maybe you agreed before you came here to do something really important together, and you like felt this as a child. You were supposed to meet somebody, supposed to be with someone, like there was someone there. Maybe this is that person. Maybe this is someone you know, and you're understanding today that the relationship you have is deeper in destiny somehow than what you thought before. I feel like there's like, I don't know, like before, like when you were children, like you dreamt about this person or something and you knew you'd meet them. I never got that with the sun before. I see butterflies and transformation, and then I see butterflies that are made of light. So there's butterflies here that are real and tangible, and then there's these that are light. It's almost like the spirit world. I feel like you're protected, like they're angels around you. There's also all the signs of the zodiac around here in the aura of the sun. So I feel like there's destiny here. There's something in the stars. There's something in the planets. Maybe a birthday is important. Maybe someone's like actual astrology sign, something like that is important. There's something in the stars that's important. Maybe it's just that it's 19, it's the sun. All right, let's get more clarity. I'm going to go to the Art of Life Tarot. Let's get another card for the sun. I feel like it's a reflection of you. You see the beauty in others, and others see the beauty in you. And even when you see the weird things in people, when you see the bad side of somebody, when you see somebody not having a good day, you know, somebody not showing their best self, you can still recognize the beauty in them, the importance in what they're feeling in that lesson, in that situation, in that scenario, and how even weird scenarios can turn things around so we can recognize them and change them. Right now with the sun, other than the weird scenario I thought of this telepathic agreement or like maybe predestined meeting, something like that. Maybe you're going to meet somebody today that just, you look in their eyes and you feel like you've just always known them. There's something special about this person, and they see you. Maybe they see you for yourself. Maybe this is somebody who lets you, who you feel like you can totally be yourself around, and they feel the same about you, that they can be themselves around you. I feel like it's like you're a kid and you're just playing and you're not hiding anything. You just are who you are. You're not worried about, you know, what that person's thinking. There's no judgment here. It's just love in the sun. You know, it's coming out, seizing the opportunity in the day, why it's present in your life before the sun goes away. But then there's always another day. Right. Let's get another card from the Art of Life. The Seven of Pentacles. All right, so with time and patience, the mulberry leaf becomes a silk gown. Chinese proverb. So I feel like I hear like growing up. Maybe there's been some growing up, or maybe there's some connection to childhood. Maybe your children are here. That's who this is. Maybe you're starting to see who your children are, their talents, what they're good at, what they really want to do. Maybe they're becoming, I feel like now I'm going to children. So some of you have children, and maybe Maybe there's something coming to the surface you remember as a child that you went through, and now you can help your children go through. Maybe you weren't yourself growing up. You had to do something else. You had to follow like your brothers and your sisters. You didn't really do like your own interests or talents, or you're pushed into something, and maybe you have children now and you're having the opportunity to nurture them and guide them to what they want to do, what they're good at, what they're here to do. Maybe there's some kind of healing with energy going on. Maybe your children are natural energy healers. There's a lot of, that gave me chills. There's a lot of amazing, amazing, beautiful children. There's a lot of amazing, beautiful adults too. But I feel like some of these children are very natural at how they heal and how they move their energy and what they understand as far as connection to the spirit world and the tangible world. And sometimes those goofy things that your children say are very, very, very wise. You know, so maybe pay attention to the little things that your kids say. And if it sounds like they said something weird like I did in the beginning with the energetic field and stuff, maybe pay attention to that. Maybe they can see it. They know exactly what they're talking about. And maybe there's some kind of connection between you as an adult and something you know that you can bridge that world somehow. Maybe there's some kind of big healing energetic connection. But I feel like there's a growing up here. There's time. There's learning about those energies, learning about healing here. And like I just see like somebody like stitch by stitch, like hand sewing a gown that ends up to be this beautiful like royal ball gown, but you did it by hand. You didn't use a machine. So it was a slow process. You were involved in each little stitch, each conversation, each like lesson. Maybe you're like involved in music and you take your kids to like violin lessons, piano lessons, saxophone lessons, dance lessons, musical rehearsals, soccer practice, anything like that, where you're taking someone there and you're each day you're learning a little more, maybe gymnastics, something like that. You learn another skill, then you do another tumble, then you do something else on top of that. So it's like, I feel like it's a process with this. I mean, this is a Chinese proverb, and the Seven of Pentacles creates spiritual change. It's seeing a different truth in what you pursue. It's seeking truth, but in what's tangible, what you can do and what you're putting your hands in, what you're doing every day with your time. So it's about paying attention to each stitch in time. The picture here, it's so gorgeous, is the Empress of China culling mulberry leaves. Detail by Bernhard Rode, 1773, Gilmalda Galeria, Berlin, Germany. So I feel like that's also like seeds well planted here. So you're paying attention to each seed, nurturing each seed, each situation, each chance to heal. So let's go to the Romance Angels Oracle and let's get a card. Oh, Vincenzo was being grumpy with me today. He didn't want to come up on my shoulder, but perhaps we'll get a little bit of bird commentary for the video, you think? Vinny, maybe? All right, let's get one card for love, communication, matters of the heart, relationships. I just hear like you put good seeds in the ground, in the earth, the soil's fertile now. Maybe you're just waiting patiently. You know, it's being patient. Calling in your soulmate. So maybe this goes back, I still hear this, like maybe you've met each other in dream time, or you're connecting in somehow in the spirit world here, pre-meeting. Whether that already happened and the meeting has already happened and this is someone in your life and now you're bringing it together where you're actually supposed to be with this person and it's coming together how maybe you were connected before here. I feel like destiny is involved here. And I feel like a lot of you maybe are waiting to meet somebody new. Maybe you released a relationship recently or got out of a relationship, or you've had a lot of time alone. Maybe you've just had a lot of time alone, maybe. Maybe a lot of you have been alone for a while. Time to heal yourself, time to realize who you are, what you have to offer, how beautiful you are. release all the things that weren't good in your life and negative so you can get the right opportunities that unfold. Get all your stuff moving, get good seeds planted in your life. Maybe you're just feeling a little impatient, like you're ready for it to happen already. This is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This is thinking positive, thinking about what you want, knowing what you want, knowing what's good for you, recognizing those opportunities, pursuing the things that you love to do, that you're talented with, that time goes by and you don't even know because you just had a good time. I feel like this goes hand in hand here. This is somebody who lets you be yourself, but soulmates come in all forms. Remember that. Our soulmates can be in our friends, our family, our parents, our husband, our wife, our brothers, our sisters. They can be somebody we meet on the street that we have an experience with, something happens, they helped us do it, and it changes your world afterwards. That meeting was destined. That meeting is a marker in your life that leads you a different way. It could be somebody you speak to that lets you know about an opportunity. You go and you make a phone call and that changes your life. That person was your soulmate. They were meant to come into your world exactly at that moment to give you exactly that experience to get you where you needed to be. So even the people that are in our lives that perhaps it was a relationship that didn't work out, that person was still your soulmate. You still learned from that situation. You learn more about yourself. You learn more about what's good for you, what's not good for you, and you grew from it. So when this comes in, you experience it and you recognize it and you don't take it for granted. Perhaps this is somebody else who's been waiting for the same thing and they're not going to take you for granted now. So think about what it is you do want. And if it comes up in your head and you're worrying about all the things that you don't want, allow that worry to change your focus so you're aware of what you don't want now. So you don't get into that long haul thing and get stuck there and doing the same patterns over and over and not getting out. Now you know. Now you can recognize it right away. And now when you're healing and your vibration is higher, it's going to bring people into your world that are more in tune with your own vibration, even if they're really different from you. Remember that your soulmate can be somebody really different from you, and it still somehow merges your energies together and creates something special together. So this is an experience. This could be someone that comes in your life for a moment. It could be someone that comes in your life and stays, doesn't want to go anywhere. It's always a choice each of us have, but it's having this experience when it comes and enjoying it. So let's move along, and I'm going to pull a card from the Power Archangel Tarot. Let's get another card for the 19th of September 2016. I feel like this is somebody that you can see, sort of. You can imagine everything. Once you meet this person, you can see yourself doing things. You can see vacations together. You can see, I don't know, like yourself cooking dinner together. What is that? I have to show you now. It's the inside insert of a Kotex tampon thing that was there. Maybe that's meaningful for somebody. That was such a random thing to be in the card. That must be a sign for somebody. Maybe you have to go to the store, and maybe you have like a teenager that's going to get their period or something like that. That's not for everybody, but maybe that's happening sometime. That would be an interesting day. Maybe that's like a nice connection, a bonding experience that you can have. All right, I'm going to move on because that was very specific, guys. All right, let's see what else we have for calling in your soulmate. Then again, when you have this, all right, so I mean, there can be couples out there that don't involve us ladies here, so just don't consider this part unless you have a sister or a roommate that's a girl and you're dealing with the whole cramp issue. But, you know, this is also the guy or the girl that you can send to the store and they're going to get you what you need and not think think twice about it, not think that's weird to hold your purse or go buy you tampons or whatever. It just is what it is. You're yourself. It's real. It's a real situation. That was a really weird side note. I hope what I said was helpful to someone. Maybe that's new for somebody. You've never lived with like a girl before, and that's different for you. You've always had like brothers or something around you. It's okay. We're not that scary. Well, we can be. I guess girls can be scary. So can boys. We all have our moments. We all have our days, right? All right, let's get off of that subject and go to the Power Archangel. And we have solutions. All right, so this is number 14. So it's like temperance. It's bringing us back to patience. It's bringing us back to perhaps you've had a lot of patience. It's divine timing here. I feel like when temperance comes up, it's always divine timing. It's supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen because everything needs to fall into place right. It's not too hot, not too cold, just right. Not too fast, not too slow, medium. And it's testing that. It's putting your foot in. And if that feels too hot, it's okay. Now you know that's too hot. So go back a little. If it's still too hot, go back a little. If it's still too hot, go back a little. No, too cold, too cold. So you find that midpoint. So maybe there just had to become some balance before everything can fall into place here. So it brings you to 5. It brings you to change. With the 14, it allows change to happen. I see this like flame, like almost like a tiki flame outside. Maybe somebody's going to like an outdoor party or something. Or lights are important. Street lights. I see like the light shining through, the sun piercing through the clouds here. So maybe the sun is coming out and solutions are going to come about. The solutions are found where it feels right. You know, so you can feel out the situation. It's success that comes through objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So we're going back to healing. Maybe we're forgiving something, forgiving ourselves for our mistakes, what didn't work out in the past. That's how we learn, guys. It's cool. Maybe you need to forgive somebody else. They fuck up too. We all do. It allows us growth. It allows us something better. It allows us to move forward and, you know, continue our lives with who we're supposed to be, where we're supposed to be now. So perhaps don't dwell on the past and don't project too far into the future either with this card. It's about being present in the now, what you can do now to heal, to feel better, to recognize things, to change your energy field to something positive when it feels negative. I also always feel like your angels are extra around you with this. Like it's divine, it's beautiful, it's protective. I feel like it's God telling you you're okay. It's all going to be okay. Sometimes things have to happen a certain way that we don't understand. So in the end, it makes sense to us. All right, so let's go to, I'm going to go to the Native American Tarot, and I'm going to put one more card. Let's sum up this reading for solutions. It's also Archangel Zachiel. And I always see like, I always see all of the elements in this. Like, I mean, I actually go into like Eastern with this card. I see like metal and wood and wind and fire and earth and air and water and spirit. I'm sure I missed a few things, but it's like one foot is in the water, one foot is on the land. Your head is connected to, it's like, see the sun just connecting on your head? Your head is connected to spirit. You have this passionate flame over here of inspiration. And you have these beautiful, like, blossoming, I want to say daffodils, but I say daffodils or like orchids. I don't know if either of those flowers are correct, but those are the two that I'm thinking. So maybe those are meaningful flowers for somebody. Orchids and daffodils. All right, let's get one more card to sum up. September 19th, 2016. The devil. The devil's going to pop out right before I sum up this reading. All right. This is what's holding you back. These are the things you're afraid of that you need to face. It's time to face them. When you look at this devil, it's not really that scary. It looks like, you know, this is you. This is your friend. You're dancing in the background. You need to get some rain. It hasn't rained enough. Your crops are weird. So you got your friend to put on the big old devil outfit, and you gave him a big buffalo head, and you said, we need to scare the devil to go away here, and we know that this is going to work, so we're just going to scare the shit out of him and change the situation around and face this. And we're going to make these vibrations positive, and we're going to think about rain. We're going to think about the sun and think about our crops. And we're not going to be scared of the things that aren't going to work. We're almost going to make fun of it and bring it to the surface so we can change the energy around. That was a really different twist on the devil card, but the devil is your restrictions. It's bad relationships. It's things that aren't healthy anymore. And if you do something over and over and over and over and you're not conscious of it, you can't blame yourself. You just didn't know. You didn't know you weren't doing something that wasn't good. It's when it comes up and you're forced to face it and look at it and be like, oh, that isn't good for me. And then you still keep doing it, that the devil is coming into play and you're not changing it. So it could be too many cups of coffee in a day. You know, it could be too much shopping. It could be, you know, jumping into a relationship and not giving yourself time in the relationship to learn the person because you're always trying to cover up the hurt of the last situation rather than let yourself feel that emotion and recognize what worked for you and what didn't. You just keep going into the same situation over and over. So when this devil comes up, it's asking you to face something. You know? Is it your friend just wearing a suit? Maybe he's there actually to help you out. Maybe it wasn't the devil the whole time. The devil was there for a purpose. And it was showing you something so you can change it. And you can change. And it's like you had the angel in this card and the devil in this. One's on one shoulder and one's on the other one. Where's the balance? Even the devil has a purpose. It doesn't have to be scary. It's now here so you change it. So what is it you're doing too much of? What is it you're not facing? What is it that's not healthy for you? What is it that's not good for you anymore? It's not making you feel good. It's not helping you move forward. It's not planting good seeds in your world. It's not benefiting you. And it's just a negative, stale, stagnant energy holding you back. It's only you holding yourself back with this. It's not anybody else. It's up to you to get yourself out of your chains, out of your restrictions, out of what's not good for you. It's up to you to face it and to see it and change it. Once you see it and it's there and you're aware of it, you can change it and then it's gone. It's gone. So now I'm going to go. I was going to stop with that, but now I'm going to pull one more card. So I'm going to go back to the Angel Tarot. Let's get one more card to balance out this reading for September 19th. See what we have for the highest, greatest good of all. One more card to help us out. The Devil's also 15. So that brings you to 6, which reminds me of love, balance, choices. It always brings me to something threefold. You have a choice. The other person, everyone else always has their own choice. And then there's God, universe, fate. That's a factor too. So you can only bring it back to you. You can choose to have a relationship. Well, I don't know why I'm thinking of the Lover's card. I'm totally thinking of the Lover's card. But I feel like it always comes back to you. You can't change somebody else or what they see or what they're going through or what they're doing. But you can start by being an example. Maybe yourself. I feel like this is just facing fears and then changing what needs to change. And then it's done. So let's get one more card to sum up this reading. I hope this was helpful, guys. This is kind of a long reading. And I'm not quite sure what I said. And I think I had a few strange tangents today. All right, let's get one more card for the 19th of September. The Page of Ariel. So it's getting started, starting something new. I always feel like there's a child here. There's a very eager, smart, witty, intelligent, tries to be organized, maybe not always organized, depending on the like brainstorming going involved in the situation. I feel like sometimes it could be completely unorganized, but likes to be organized. I think of like an earth sign, so like a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy. And I think of a younger energy with the page. But a page could also be actual news. It could also be actual information, an invitation, a chance, a scholarship, like an opportunity to learn something, to dig your hands into something you're really excited about, that you really want to learn. Like as a kid, you would have signed up for this class yourself because it gets you excited. Not the boring class where you're on your phone, you're doing Pokemon stuff, but something you want to know about. Or maybe you're the teacher and you have some students that are really eager to learn. Maybe there's a subject that you were afraid of before. Maybe it was tarot cards or something in spirituality or something that you weren't sure. Maybe somebody else had, this could be somebody else keeping you down too, telling you what's good for you and what's not good for you. And now you're just being you've decided to get rid of this situation and find a solution, you know, with patience, just finding that nice healing energy out. Finding who you are, starting to recognize what you love to do in this world, what makes you happy. Others start to recognize that change in yourself, the change in your attitude, the change in how you see things that you went through. And now it's like you're getting to start new. You're starting fresh. You're starting to move forward with something different. It's an opportunity offered to you. It could be scholarships in the pursuit of education, and it's time to get to work. Page of Ariel, someone reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. So balance makes me think of the 6 again. Like bringing your scales back into balance. Maybe you weren't, you know, you're doing things before like too hot, too hot, too hot because it wasn't what you wanted to do. Or too cold, too cold, too cold because you were afraid of something. And, you know, hardened something up because you were afraid to push something that made you feel a little warmer. So maybe it's just this balance. I feel like it's, you know, like Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. And now I'm going to pull one more card. This is a long reading today, guys. Thank you for sticking around here. Let's get one more card to balance out that one. I can't see what it is. What is it? That's the 5 of Pentacles. So that's being so my battery just completely shut down on me. So I've plugged my phone back in and let's finish up this reading. So it's the 5 of Pentacles. It's worried. It's financial worries, being worried about something not working out. And it's also a 5, so it's creating change. With the 5 of Pentacles, it's important to change your worries around. You know, change that frown upside down kind of thing. And when help is right in front of you, it tells you to go inside and accept it. You know, to step into that doorway, to see things through a different light. When this light comes through the stained glass, it's going to create a different filter on your situation. You can see things differently. You can see how it has moved you forward. Sometimes we lose things, so we appreciate what we have. You know, it's a chance to rebuild something else, to start something new. It's stepping in from the cold. Going inside and having something warm to eat and seeing your situation different, starting slow. All right. I feel like I just began this reading again with this card. So let's go to, I'm going to finish up the reading with, well, I have this in my hand. So let's go for one more for the life purpose and sum up this reading for September 19th. Strength. So everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Made you a badass. So look at those situations that you've gone through and look how far you've come and how much farther you're going to go. I hope this is helpful to you guys. Have strength. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.